And we will be following Star Master into his series versus Eric. Get into a ZVZ. Once.
Oh boy, you're happy.
yeah. I mean, I've never had the opportunity to cast Eric, and I've been kind of a fan for a couple of years. Like Eric, he's got like that underdog status going where, you know, he's gone back and forth with Kelazur many times, but for the majority of the time, Kelazur has ended up on top, and he is the most like prominent Brazilian player because of it. Eric kind of being the underdog, like always in his shadow. But despite that, like he's pretty good. Like I think pretty highly of him, regardless. But yeah, both of these players on Black Knight, the Brazilian team.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see things kind of change up. Like we haven't had a ZVZ yet today, and we don't know like how Star Master ZVZ is, right? Like, are we gonna see a typical Ling Bane or fast roaches, 2-base Muta? Like
he's definitely shown the penchant to be like, okay, I'm gonna set roaches up, and then if I need them, I'll make them.
Yeah, for sure. Just setting up casting tool. Well, it looks like Black Knight got a new logo. Nice.
They're also in a different version of Black Knight. Because like Eric is in B Knight all caps, and then Star Master's in Black in.
God damn it. Yeah, I imagine because you know clans can only have a max of 200, so they probably had to get another clan tag because there were too many players. Not too sure.
Right, well, while this gets kicked off, I will be right back.
Okay. Okay, and we are getting into Star Master versus Eric. First ZVZ of the day. Yeah, I do have confirmation that Kuro is back. I would love for her to observe, not gonna lie. But yeah, here we go. So starting in the top right hand corner of Eternal Empire, we have, representing Brazil, representing Black Knight Gaming, it is Star Master. And in the bottom left, we have a new player to the stream. You know, we haven't had the luxury of casting him before, but it is the Brazilian player, second only to Kelazur, I think most would agree. It is Eric. And yeah, we have a ZVZ, something that I'm pretty comfortable with. I think I'm a little bit lucky that Dally had to go AFK for this series in particular because you know, I kind of know what's going on. We have Eric going for a pool first as opposed to Star Master going for that hatch first. Being a little bit more greedy, Eric being a little bit more safe, I would say. Not necessarily aggressive, These 6 lings going across the map, like Star Master should have a defense ready for them. Regardless, like he shouldn't lose his natural to this. He shouldn't necessarily lose many drones either. Interestingly, Eric is delaying his gas quite a bit. Actually, Eric only has 13 workers. Oh my god, is he ling flooding?
Yes.
Yeah, he's got no gas. He's going for it.
This is just a speedless lane fallen.
Yeah. Which, I mean, if Star Master doesn't...
Star Master doesn't... Spawning pool isn't even done in time.
Yeah. I mean...
This natural should just die, shouldn't it?
It will, yeah. Well, it depends. He can pull drones and ward off these lings, but he may just... Yeah, he's pulling drones. He's going down, and he should be able to save it.
There's a lot of here for Eric already, though.
True, very true. It's gonna be close. He's focusing down the hatchery. Yeah, he should be okay though. Like, there are quite a number of lings. Oh, he's trying to focus it down. Oh, he's gonna get it! He's gonna get it! Oh.
That little micro dance. He lost a lot of lings for it, but he got it.
Yeah.
Right. Now, Eric needs to transition, doesn't he?
There's still no gas. Yeah, there's still no gas. So link speed is going to finish up for Star Master. If he wanted, he could have thrown down a Baneliness as well. But like with speedlings, he can push out across the map and deal a lot of damage. There is a Spine Crawl on the way, which is like required for Eric. He is getting more queens out, but like a counter link flood.
He's actually got more drones than Star Master does.
Yeah,
somehow. Considering he stayed on 13.
And there are 3 queens already. They don't have enough energy yet for transfuses.
But he really just needed it until he could get the spines out.
Yeah.
Still not going into gas. What is he doing?
Honestly, I feel like Eric's fine. Like, he bought enough time.
There we go.
Star Master...
He's taking both extractors in his main.
Yeah, I feel like Star Master, his Baneliness was too delayed. So this push isn't going to do much at all. I feel like he can clear up.
He's also thrown a bunch of gas into getting a lair.
Yeah, he's going for a lair. I imagine that's for Nidus. Oh, he does clear up quite a number of lings, but again, like with these 2 spines with 4 queens, like he's gonna be fine.
And Eric's up 7 drones.
Yeah,
still.
And he got his gases.
Star Master's natural only just finished.
I have to imagine this fast lair is for Nidus. Like, I don't know. Maybe he's planning to go into roaches, but he's so down in the economy. Like, I don't...
Yeah, I mean, he took another gas extractor. They're both on 6 drones on gas now. Eric's Roach Warren is almost done, though. So even if Star Master went into roaches, Eric's got the better economy, the better gas mining, and the faster Roach Warren, and he's getting +1 range.
Oh, there it is. Look at that. It's a Spire.
Oh,
we're getting 2 base Spire. Yeah.
That's interesting.
I feel like if he didn't see all those queens at the start, sure, this could work, but
right.
Like, Eric has an abnormal amount of queens in the CVZ right now, and they're gonna do fairly well against mutas, unless like an absurd amount of mutas pop out, right?
Here's the other thing that's a problem. Like, if Eric starts like really making roaches, his roaches will be ready to go way before the mutas are. Like,
for sure.
Star Master is banking gas, but he only has enough gas to make 6 mutas.
Yeah. Again, it hurts because like his natural was so delayed, so his natural gases were so delayed as well. So he doesn't have the amount of gas that he would require for this sort of thing. He can make 7 mutas, which are fine. Like,
here comes the scout from Eric. He's gonna see the Spire.
He gets in, he spots it. He knows he's getting his own Spire, actually.
Crawlers immediately.
Yeah. Throws down some spores. He's getting his own Spire. which is bold, I would say.
Is it? He's on 3 bases, and he's got the stronger economy.
Yeah, but he will.
The queens to protect himself.
He will be down in the muta count. This is assuming that Star Master continues to pump out mutas like continuously. But yeah, Eric, he's in a pretty good position.
Save all of his overlords.
Yeah, these queens have so much energy for transfuse.
Yeah, it's like there's 5 roaming queens. A spore on every base. He's got overlord speed, so his overlords are hard to snipe. Where are the roaches? They're sitting at his natural state.
Yeah, and he's completely stopped roach production. He's saving up to go into mutas as well. And the problem is,
he should have canceled. I'm surprised he's still making ground upgrades.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, maybe though, like it's to transition after. I'm not too sure. But the problem is that Star Master, for the most part, he's trying to transition out. He's getting his 3rd, which is nice, but I don't know if he's stopping. Like his muta production is slowing down. So if Eric gets a large enough muta ball, like he could end this game.
But he's got the better ground army, and if he gets the better air army too, he'll be a real threat.
Oh, he's going for corruptors actually. Okay. I think I like it. Again, like these mutas, they aren't getting anything done. They didn't even get like overlords, I don't think. Like the overlords just like went back home with overlord speed, right? He is getting +1 flyer attacks though, which like is what you want, especially if you have the higher muta count in muta versus muta, but the corruptors reveal themselves. And I think that's gonna put a stop to the mutas. I don't know. Not too familiar with corruptor versus muta.
I mean, muta. He doesn't have the carapace, and the mutas have +1. So maybe with this many queens and transfuse. But
yeah,
like, neither of them hurt each other very much. Oh my god, those transfuses.
Doesn't even lose a single corruptor. Shaves off a couple of muta.
He killed 1.
Oh, he does get a corruptor. He's
starting to get a good count of corruptors too.
Yeah, 6 more on the way. But
and once his flyer carapace finishes, I think it's in his favor.
Depends.
I'm not entirely sure.
Eric needs to be careful. Like he's neglecting his ground army, and because of that, there's quite a number of lings going into his main and the 3rd at the same time.
But he's got spine crawlers everywhere.
True. Yeah. He does have static defense, and he cleans it up. Like he doesn't even lose the queen.
Drone.
Yeah.
What's the burrow for?
He's also getting roach burrow movement.
Oh.
Yeah. Going for borrowed roaches. Which, maybe Star Master like spotted, because he is getting a couple of spores, in his mineral lines.
Just be to keep the corruptors from pooping on his buildings.
True. Yeah. But there is a large fight happening, and he's losing so many mutas.
Meanwhile, the roach backstab actually got caught by the Ling Bane, and it was forced to reveal the burrow.
Yeah. I don't think he has an overseer here though, so
these mutas are just toast. There's so many corruptors.
Yeah.
I would actually kind of like to see Eric to like find all of the overlords and just focus the overlords down. What's one queen gonna do to this many corruptors with +1 carapace?
Yeah, and here the roaches are pushing into the natural as well. There's no ground army. There's 1 spine, but that isn't going to do much. Yeah, and this may be it. There's lings coming to try and defend, but in this position, they're not going to do much against the roaches.
Yeah, especially since the roaches have these nice little chokes on lockdown. The mutas are fighting the corruptors, and it's not going well for them.
Yeah, and Eric wins both the ground and the sky fight, and GG.
GG.
That snowballed quite quickly after losing
And
that
not in a
hatch.
way you would expect after a 13 drone pool.
Yeah.
So you're not supposed to be ahead if you don't kill any drones.
Kuro is back. She's online. I'm gonna have her observe. Which will help quite a bit.
Nightshade.
Yes, the darkest of the maps. I think I have this map
Except it's
vetoed.
showing up proper.
True.
Like, where did Kuro go? She was in the lobby and she left.
She may be tabbed out, like especially because of the delay.
No, like she was actually in the lobby completely.
Is she in voice with us?
Kuro.
She's not. Okay, she's in. Oh god. Okay. Hopefully she's ready.
It's Kuro. She's always ready. Yes, Kuro. Professional observer.
Okay. Alright, here we go. In the bottom right, we have the Brazilian Zerg player representing Black Knight Gaming. It is Starmaster. I just realized I still have to do the casting tool intros.
And in the top left-hand corner of the map, in the red Zerg, also playing for Black Knight Gaming, we have Eric.
All right. Eric's doing the same thing.
And guess who went for hatch first?
Yeah, Starmaster's like, you wouldn't do that to me again, right? Like 2 games in a row.
Come on, buddy. We play on the honor system here, right?
No, Starmaster's going hatch gas
Hatch
pool.
gas pool.
One of the greediest
Lings
openings.
are already in production.
It's maybe an early game.
Lings. It's gonna be the same game over again. This Overlord's gonna see the Lings and Starmaster. I'm gonna watch Starmaster's camera. Like, oh no, he didn't see the Lings. They moved past the. Oh no.
Oh god. This may be it. Like he's gonna be able to make Lings, but
He sees 2 Lings. He's looking at his spawning pool like, please finish. Please finish.
I don't think he's gonna be able to save his hatchery. Like the spawning pool isn't done yet.
Cancel it. Oh no, he let it finish.
He doesn't cancel it. He's optimistic. He thinks that he can save it. He pulls a lot more drones than last time.
And much faster. But at the same time, like, just kill the drone. There's no Lings here. Just kill him.
He's just got to dance. He's got to attack and then come back and then attack. But I don't think he can do it. The hatch is getting low. He's focusing the hatchery down. Yeah.
And while the lings are running away, there's one ling in here being a pest.
And because Star Master he was microing, his speed is late. Like he could have started it like a couple seconds earlier, like maybe 20
He's
seconds.
also supply blocked because the hatchery died.
Oh no! He doesn't have an overload in production.
Oh no!
Ah.
This is just mean out of Eric. And look, he's doing the thing where he makes tons of queens again too.
Yeah, I mean, well, he has to, like, with this specific opening.
I feel like this is how he likes to play ZVZs, I think.
Yeah, potentially. Like it's like he has his bases covered. Like, you know, because he's delaying his gas so much, he has to get the queens out. He has to get a spine. Like, if he feels threatened, I feel like he's confident enough not to get that. Rightly so. Like he's looking really good, like in this game.
The double effect, of having that hatchery cancel, plus the fact that it supply blocks the person you kill it. It's such a big thing. And he's up 5 workers, and his hatchery is he's probably going to be getting ready to start his 3rd before the Star Master's natural is like even properly saturated.
And just
that
like
Spire's much faster out of Star Master. Holy cow.
Yeah, just like last game, Star Master is going for that Spire, which again, because of the amount of queens, to be fair, I don't think Eric has gotten as many queens as last game. So it could work out for him, but if Eric is vigilant with his scouting, like, he should be fine. It does depend though.
Star Master's pretty much only saturating the gases on his natural, so this is just going to be make as many mutas as I can and pray.
Yeah, for sure. And he could catch Eric off guard, like, it is possible. Yeah,
Eric hasn't been in the main for a while.
Yeah. He does have a lot of energy on 2 of his queens though, so he can transfuse, which could buy him some time. But
he also did see that there was a layer finished.
Yeah.
So he at least has that much information.
The mutas are on the way. There's still no more queens, like no extra queens in production. Like, he still doesn't know. He is getting overlord speed. He may be waiting for overlord speed to finish to scout, but by then it'll be too late. Like, the queens will already be over on his side of the map by the time that happens.
The mutas.
Yeah, sorry, mutas.
He also needs a creep tumor in between his main and his natural. Because otherwise the mutas are going to abuse that back and forth.
Mutas move out. Eric knows he's going to focus on overlords, which is questionable. I guess he... Yeah. I guess he wants to get that...
It's going to be enough to supply block him.
Yeah. Overlord speed does finish, so he can recall all his overlords and attempt to save them. And immediately starts 2 extra queens, so he's working on that.
Spores are already almost done. This 3rd base is in trouble, but like mutas take a long time to kill buildings, especially when there's only like 7 of them.
Yeah. But if he does get this 3rd, like, that'll be a big win. Like, especially if he throws down his own.
Look at how many transfuses these queens have, and here comes a spore.
Yeah. Let's get a couple more overlords. Oh no, he catches the roaches. Nice.
I think Eric should have sent these and not brought them back. I don't know why he brought them back.
Yeah. They could have potentially dealt a lot of damage if they had just gone across the map.
Yeah, because like there's only a couple of lings across the map. There's 9 lings for Star Master.
Yeah. There's no real ground army. At the same time, Eric, once again, just like last game, throwing down his own Spire, looking to get into Corruptors. Which, you know, served him well in game number 1.
Especially since he's up in workers, he's up in bases. It's like, okay, you're going to make mutas, I'll just play defensive.
Yeah. He already has a spore at his 3rd.
He's got all these queens now. I'm impressed that he stays on top of the Injax while all of his queens are being used defensively.
Yeah, for sure. Star Master is getting his own 3rd a little bit late though. I would have liked to if he had gotten it a little bit earlier, as he was harassing Eric's 3rd. But yeah, I don't know. I don't, especially since he hasn't dealt a lot of damage with these mutas. Knowing how game 1 went, I don't know if he scales well, like going into the mid game, especially when like corruptors pop out.
Right. He needs to say, look at this and realize I need to transition. He's getting an Evo chamber, so that means he wants to do something with the ground.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine he's gonna get +1 melee and go Ling Hydra, which can do well, especially if like Lings catch out the queens. But like you need so much larva to make it work, like especially when making a Ling army.
And I don't know if he has time for all of that. Like Eric's gonna get like 10 corruptors again and just go.
Yeah, yeah.
He's getting tunneling claws again. He's already got burrow.
He's trying to commit, but the transfuses keep the corruptors alive.
This just feels like something that Eric's done over and over and over again and knows exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, yeah. Eric, again, going for that burrow movement for roaches as well. So he's looking to harass as soon as those finish up.
Starmaster needs to pull that Overlord away. He will get supply blocked if it dies, and he's just like leaving it there.
Yeah, yeah. Starmaster is slowly getting up in workers. He's getting +2 flyer attack as well.
Wow.
So he's committing to this.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure that's enough to make a difference, especially since +1 flyer carapace is on the corruptors. They just take so little damage from mutas.
Yeah, they're so beefy.
Even in this number of mutas, like that is a lot of mutas, but there's almost equivalent number of corruptors.
Yeah, yeah. And here comes a roach counterattack here at the bottom base. Starmaster does deny the 4th.
There's not enough Lings here for this.
Yeah,
this is gonna clean up the Lings and just keep going.
5 drones, and he's headed towards the natural as well. Oh, luckily there is an observer here. Overseer, I should say.
But still, this is given Eric the room he needed. His corruptors are across the map. He's got more roaches flooding in. He's pressuring the 3rd again. And now, what's Starmaster gonna do? The corruptors he can't do anything about the roaches.
Yeah, yeah, he's gonna get the 3rd. Like, he can try and dive, but with the amount of corruptors here, like, he's gonna just annihilate the Muta army. In saying that there aren't any queens here to transfuse the corruptors.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Like, okay, the corruptors are being chased by the mutas. What does he do about the roaches? If the mutas aren't there, the roaches are just gonna kill everything.
While this dance is happening, the roaches are pushing into the natural, and they're just killing more and more workers. They're gonna get the hatchery as well. GG.
That is a really gross playstyle, and I kind of love it. That reminds me of like Heart of the Swarm, where in PBZ the Protoss would go juke Stargate Phoenix into charge. And the whole idea was you made only 4 to 6 Phoenixes, you killed an Overlord or 2, and you did what you could to force Hydras out before anything else. And then you just went mass charge. And Hydras, especially back then, just did not do well with charge lots.
Yeah, yeah.
It's manipulating what the other person is doing into the ideal situation for what you want to do. And it's gross, and I love it.
Looking at the brackets, it looks like Eggs versus Paco Mike is still going on.
Jesus. There's not even anything reported for it.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm going to try and follow Starmaster into his series versus Zerglord in the lower bracket.
Cool. And Matt has actually is moving forward through the lower bracket as well, so we may see him again.
Oh, yeah, yeah. We could see a rematch, actually, between Matt and Starmaster.
Mm-hmm.
Strangely, oh, there he is. Okay, I was looking for Darking. Okay, I just got confirmation. Darking will hold the upper semis for us.
Okay, cool.
So once we cast this best of one, we can go back up and follow
the,
Eric.
Brackets clipped, by the way, in stream.
Yeah, I don't know how to fix that. I was trying to work on that earlier.
She told you how to do it. Scroll up.
In live feed?
Yes.
Bracket source filters. Crop.
Take like whatever you have set for the top, lower it by like 200.
Okay,
We are getting to the point where I will have to go sometime relatively soon. I'm probably good for 1 or 2 more games, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, once dinner's done, I gotta go.
Yep.
So.
Yep. I cropped it a little bit too much. Filters. Top.
This is another ZBZ, which is unsurprising considering one of the players is the Zerg Lord. Why is there no Protoss Lord? There's a Terran Lord, there's a Zerg Lord, there's no Protoss Lord.
God, oh god.
It's okay, I'll do the first intro. Alright. In this best of 1 lower bracket match, we have, spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map, someone we've seen quite a few games from today. Once again, in the blue trunks, playing for Black Knight Esports, it is Starmaster. And seeing as Light is busy still, spawning in the lower right-hand corner of the map, also playing Zerg in the red trunks, playing for Alpha X Latin America, the Zerg Lord.
Nice.
Both players going for a hatch first, so no Eric-style shenanigans.
Yeah, I was going to say that I do like Eric's opener, except it's so reliant on your opponent going for that hatch first. Honestly, I feel like if your opponent goes gas first or even pool first, you're at a disadvantage. To be fair, in game 1, Starmaster did go pool first, and there were enough queens to defend against lings, so you are safe against that, but yeah, I feel like it is a little bit risky against like fast speed styles.
Although I have a feeling like if he sees that, he just puts like his foot on the brake, pulls back, and goes into a more defensive start.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. It's not like you're all in or anything like that. Like, there are different ways to play with that opening.
Yes. In the cabinet? Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, honestly, it's a style that I want to play with. Like, I wouldn't mind trying it out myself, to be honest.
Oh yeah, I kind of want to like that. Does it definitely, especially like in lower leagues like Diamond 3, Diamond 2, that feels like something that's really going to mess people up. Like, oh, what do I pull drones? Do I do what? Huh?
Yeah. It is always nice, like putting the pressure on your opponent to make those sorts of decisions.
It reminds me a lot of the thing that I can't remember his name. The guy who did the funny Ling Flood thing to Cyril with the Evo chamber. It reminds me a lot of that, but like more refined.
Right. Yeah. And we do have.
Meanwhile, in this game, like there's things happening, and we haven't mentioned it at all.
Well, I mean, it's been pretty standard. Both players are kind of mirroring each other. They're both getting their third bases. Zerglord is pressuring the third of Star Master, but I don't think he'll get it. You know, he's just like applying pressure where he can, seeing if he can get Star Masters to slip up and maybe do more damage. But you know, they're both getting their Baneling nests. I imagine they're safety Banes. I don't think they're going to commit too heavily into Ling Bane Wars. I imagine it's just there to make sure they don't get Ling flooded, to eventually transition. In saying that, Star Master is making more Lings there.
Making a lot more Lings.
Yeah,
That's a lot more Lings.
He's making a lot of Lings, So yeah, it's going to come down to Ling Bane.
He might. I think he's going to commit for the third and then look to transition from there.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Zerglord's getting +1 range, so he's setting up for roaches sometime eventually.
Yeah, he is setting up. He does have a couple of defensive Banelings. And there are a couple of Banes that are trying to get into natural, but they get caught in the Queen.
Well, if he can hit those the Zerglord's Banes with that one, that would be nice.
Yeah, but it does look like it does get picked off by the Queen. And yeah, I don't think we saw it, but I think Zerglord lost the majority of his Lings. They were somewhere.
I don't think he ever really made that many. He only had 6 for a while. I think he just made a few more.
Okay. Well, he does defend nicely with minimal.
Yeah, he wants to get to roaches, and they're gonna be at roaches at like the same time.
Yeah. Zerglord having that +1 rage advantage.
But at the same time, Star Master's lair is going to be done way faster.
True.
A solid 20-30 seconds faster.
Yeah. So as long as he's on top of his upgrades, he will have roach speed faster. But yeah, Zerglord, you know, getting away with that greed. You know, he is ahead in drones since he skipped out on Lings. So it's pretty nice, but it isn't by too much. So, you know, it may not have that much of an impact.
Star Master has not started roach speed, so that he's finally just now starting it, but it's going to be
same time.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah. It's not ideal.
Zerglord's taking his 5th and 6th gas, fully saturated. So he's on 5 gases.
Yeah.
But Star Master's going up to 6.
Yeah, both players just macroing up, droning up, getting their gases. Star Master still, I feel like, with that a little bit of an edge, especially with his upgrades. But yeah, we're just getting into Roach Wars. Both players, Star Master getting a 4th. Same time, Zerg is getting his.
Yeah, Zerglord. It's like, okay, you two.
But again, Zerglord, he's already getting +2 range. Like,
that's the one difference, is like the fact that those ranged upgrades is just slightly faster.
Yeah.
The armor's gonna be the same. Like the roach count's almost identical. That is a dropper lord full of banelings.
Yeah, I like it. It can potentially deal a lot of damage. Zerglord's 4th already done, getting harassed a little bit by these Lings, but shouldn't be too much of a big deal. I think he spots the Dropper Lord. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, the Lings and the Overseer should have seen it, and he's putting like spines on a couple of his bases. So
yeah.
Hydra Den out of Star Master.
Oh, okay. The first big deviation coming down. Zerglord sticking to that Roach Ravager. Meanwhile, Star Master trying to take up to Hydras. which can do really well. It does depend on oh my god. He doesn't pull. Oh, but they go for the queen instead.
Yep, only loses 2 drones and that overlord's on hold position. It's gonna die.
Yeah, a little bit of miscontrol coming down from Zerglord.
Look at this engagement between the roaches.
Yeah, there's more Retro Ravager here, and he has the upgrade lead as well.
Yeah, and armor carapace isn't done to even help alleviate some of that. So.
Oh my god, he almost kills all the eggs that are morphing as well at that 4th.
They're gonna die from that pile. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, and look at the supply. He's going to be able to kill this base. He can rotate down, but a counterattack. Oh, he's going to get the base as well. He gets it.
Yeah, but there's just so much more supply for Zerglord right now. His army's just so much bigger.
It can be hard pushing up ramps though, so you know, Star Master is in the best position that he can be in. He does have reinforcing roaches as well. Like, he has that defensive advantage. Both players are on 3 bases.
Zerglord's just committing to ground upgrades. He's getting +2 carapace now too.
Yeah. And Zerglord, he is transitioning into Hydras as well. He's got that Hydralisk Den on the way. Oh, and he gets up the ramp.
Yep. And his 4th base gets to go back down much sooner because there's no units on his side of the map.
Yeah, and at the same time, the 3rd is being hit as well from Star Master. Oh, never mind. He just cleaned it up. Yeah, 5 drones go down. Oh my god. But he does seem to hold on for now. Like, again, like going up these ramps can be scary. Even if you have the supply advantage.
At the same time, like, Star Master needs to establish a 4th somewhere somehow. Or he's gonna be behind in roaches. 12 workers dying for Zerglord somewhere.
Yeah, Banelings went all the way around the map. They waddled all the way around and they got massive hits. And there's this big fight that's happening. Star Master does have the Ravager advantage, but
they're on equal upgrades now, aren't they? Oh, they will. Oh, the contaminate stop +2 attack from finishing for that engagement. It was a second away from being done.
But now they are on equal upgrades. +2 armor is about to finish up though for Zerglord.
And range for Hydras.
Yeah. He is well, they're both transitioning into Hydras. Star Master already working on his Lurker Den.
Yeah, so Star Master wants Lurkers, not Hydras. He's not touching upgrades for them. But look at who else has started their Lurker Den.
Well, I feel like the biggest thing that's happening is the fact that Zerglord is on 4 bases. It does help that like massive Baneling run by did kind of like hurt his economy, but still Zerglord is ahead, and because of that he can make more Hydras, he can make more Lurkers, he can make more army.
And then like that contaminate on that Evo chamber, that upgrade was a split second from finishing. I feel like Star Master probably lost 5 or 6 roaches he wouldn't have. Which like, doesn't sound like a lot, but like if you look at their active army right now, that's the difference between the army they have.
For sure. And this run by is going to deny Star Master's 4th again, but he does have Lurkers though, and Zerglord doesn't. He just has Roach Ravager Hydra.
Not done yet.
So because of that, he does need to be careful with his engagement. He does have to try and bile those Lurkers.
This is a nice concave for both sides.
Yeah.
This 4th is in real trouble if he focuses it down.
The Lurkers
roaches are really low in HP.
Yeah, the Lurkers are exposed a little bit, and they do get focused down, but it looks like Star Master...
the files on the transforming roaches for Zerglord. Oh no.
Yeah. He's going to be able to push through. The Lurkers did it.
There's a 70 supply difference almost here. I think Star Master's just taking this out.
Yeah, he's gonna kill the Roach Warren as well. If he focuses it down. Kill it, please. It's
He's
so
more
exposed.
worried about drones.
Yeah, for sure.
Across the other end of the map, though, there was a drop into the main that killed all of the workers for Starmaster. In fact, there's almost nothing here to defend against these 4 roaches.
Zerglord is ahead in workers, but I don't think... Oh, he does have a couple of lurkers that are morphing as well, so he could hold with lurkers. Yeah.
He's picking off Ravagers as they come up, too. He's focus firing them.
Oh, but there are Overseers here, though, so the lurkers aren't going to be doing too well.
Oh, those vials.
The transfuse on the lurker. He gets it, though, and he's going to be able to get the lurker down as well.
And the 4th base up here, or 3rd base up here is getting attacked as well.
Yeah.
We should do a GG in a second now.
He doesn't have any tech. Says, what a timing. And that's it. GG. It was the best of 1.
Yep, that's it.
Wow. What a game.
Yeah, I don't think we've had a bad game yet.
I mean, there was that first series where, you know, they had to walk over and stuff.
Eggs and Paco Mike is still going?
Jesus Christ.
What are they doing?
Some late game Broodlords going down over there. Yeah, wow. GG. Matt also advanced in the low. Well, Matt's waiting as well for Eggs versus Paco Mike.
So about that, in fact, that means we basically are the whole cast is waiting on Eggs versus Paco Mike.
Yep. And I'm not sure. I didn't see them in chat, so I can't tell like what the score is, like if they're in game 2 or in game 3. I imagine it's game 3 since it's been this long.
I should hope so. Otherwise, we were really in trouble. Does Darking know, perhaps?
Yes, he just confirmed they are in game 3 currently. So, yeah. So the score is 1-1 between Eggs and Paco Mike. Paco. And yeah, we will cast the winner versus Eric and potentially go down into the lower bracket to cast Starmaster again, depending on how long these series go. In the meantime, I can at least get casting tools semi-ready.
Yeah, you at least know Eric's going to be in the top game.
Yep. Gonna take a gamble, and I'm just gonna get Paco Mike ready. It's Protoss. And yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. You know, if you want to support the tournament, there is also a Matcherino for...
From what Quirky said, that was already finished. Like, the codes were gone before the first series.
Nice. But again, like, if you want to support it even more, you could donate your own funds to it, or buy some rewards. I think they have a couple. Since they are partnered with OSC, I think you can get like OSC merch and also put money towards the tournament. Yeah, you can get jerseys, you can get caps. So yeah, that option is always there. Otherwise, you know, you can join us on Discord, as we typically cast, you know, events like this, Sentimiento Latino. We also host our own tournaments. Later on today, actually, we're going to be having the Grand Platypus Open.
Especially since, like, I'm sure there's quite a few people who have never seen our cast here before, because you said the Spanish and the Brazilian cast aren't active today. So yeah, come check out our events as well. We usually have slightly more amusing casters than just me or Light. Me and Light are very straight laced usually.
Yep. But yeah. So in how many hours? 7 hours. In 7 hours, we will be hosting the Grand Platypus Open, which is a tournament for C/OCE players. And yeah, that'll be casted by Quirky and Yaku. So, you know, if you want to follow the channel, if you want to stick around for more StarCraft, that'll be happening later on today. I know it's probably not at the best time for NA viewers, but you know, if you have a weird sleep schedule, then you can always tune in.
You were right about players, by the way.
Oh, nice. Beautiful. Yep, it will be Eric versus Bako Mike. Bako. Which will be a ZVP. First ZVP of the day.
It's the first time we'll have seen Protoss.
Yeah. Paco Mike being the only Protoss in the tournament.
In the whole bracket. Oh my god.
It's the one that is repping ire. And yeah, we'll be seeing another Alpha X versus Black Knight series. Paco Mike being on Alpha X Latin America. Strangely enough, Alpha X being one of the bigger Latin American clans out there now, as they do have their Latin American division. Part of me wishes they came up with like a cool name for it. Like, it's just Latin America, like Alpha X Latin America. Like, you know how they have like Alpha Black?
Like all of their global branches, except for Black, have that naming style. It's like Black is the only one that's different.
I feel like they could have done something with that. I don't know what color or what term you would use for Latin America, but
well, I mean, there's one thing you could do, but it would possibly considered like in poor taste. Like you could use like the World War II National Response Plan color terms. Other than that, I have no idea. Like, maybe you like name them after flags, but if you're doing regions and not countries, that's tough.
For sure. Eric is just AFK, it seems. So just waiting for him to come back. A bit rough for Eric.
He has had to wait in that upper for a while.
Yeah. He did have to wait for quite a while. But yeah, hopefully he can come back soon so we can get into this series. Honestly, I'm not too sure who to favor here, cause like, I feel like these are probably going to be the top three. Like Eric, Packer, Mike, and Eggs. Especially with a lower bracket, we're probably going to see like more of these three like hit each other.
Yeah. Unless Starmaster's been doing a good job, even against Eric. He got led around, but he didn't like get crushed.
Yeah, yeah. You could argue that it does kind of come down to their openings. Like again, like especially in game 2, like Star Master was being pretty greedy. Like he must have thought like he's not going to do that again. He's going to play standard. So I'm going to be as greedy as possible. I'm going to go hatch gas pool, and it just did not work out for him. So I can't imagine he's going to do that again. Like it's going to be real sad if we see them rematch and he goes for the same open. He's not gonna do that to me for a third time, right? And then he goes for like catch gas pool again. Like Star Master, please. But Eric is back. So they're just gonna get their vetoes underway, and then we'll go into the first map. I mean, is there a difference between Alpha X Latin America and Alpha X? Like, is
Alpha
there?
X General is just everything.
Yeah.
Like, if you are on an Alpha X branch, you are on Alpha X.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if they distinguish themselves. Like, maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't
know either.
Yeah.
There's too many of them. That's part of the problem.
Yeah, yeah. Ugh. But yeah, I think it's cool that I don't know, I would have never seen it coming that for whatever reason Alpha X had like a big like Latin American branch, like especially when they started out. So I think it's cool that that's how things turned out for them, and that's like a scene that they support.
At the same time, I haven't seen like Nim in forever because she's doing so much administration stuff now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, recently, I don't know if you know this, but she went on vacation. She went to Japan, so she was kind of like, taking a break from StarCraft for a bit. And she has been unwell. Like she, hasn't been ideal for her, I should say. But yeah. Hopefully, we see more of her. We do miss her playing in SDOs. Oh, here we go. Just got an invite. Game 1 will be on Ephemeron.
I actually have to go at this point, so...
Okay.
Kuro, get on voice. You should guess with him. Either way, thank you everybody who's watched. I hope you've had fun. I hope you continue to have fun as the tournament finishes up, and maybe you'll hear from me again sometime if you hang out in the other CranKy Duckling events. I don't really do this one because of this exact time issue. I was just here to fill in for today. And be nice to Light. I'll see you all around.
Yeah. Thanks for joining me for as long as you did. Sure.
Bye-bye.
Ciao. Okay. Kuro, unmute. Unmute when you can. I will appreciate it. My voice isn't in the best shape this morning.
As if my voice is good.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Everyone, welcome Kuro to the cast.
No, please no. Why am I doing this?
Kuro is normally handling production. She's normally muted. She's always there,
Yes.
Working in the shadows.
I very much enjoy my shadows. Okay.
But believe we have a player to introduce.
You're not making me do intros. You're not making me do that.
Here in the bottom right, representing Brazil and Black Knight Gaming, it is Eric.
So horrible when I can't hear the fanfare.
And in the top left-hand corner of Ephemeron LE, we have, representing Alpha X and Mexico, it is Paco Mike. I hope the casting tool intros have been good.
I have no idea.
Not 100% sure I've been doing them correct, but no, hope so.
You know what? I'm actually gonna launch casting tool just because I want to hear the fanfare. Because this is throwing me off so much.
But yeah, we have some pretty standard openers coming out from both players. You know, Hatch Pool, got Gate Expands coming out of Paco Mike. You know, pretty normal so far. Yeah.
I mean, you say normal, but I'm used to you going pool first against every Protoss, so
well, I mean,
I don't know what's normal anymore.
That's normal for me. It's normal for me. But yeah, this is I'm looking forward to this, since especially because Paco Mike, he's the only Protoss in the tournament today, and we generally don't get to see a lot of Protoss in the Latin American scene. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing a couple of ZVPs. Or versus Protoss in general.
We have a Stargate coming up.
Yeah, we have a Stargate coming up from Paco
So there's
Mike.
some nice denial. Oh. That hurts so much. Like, do you have to do that?
I mean, you know, luckily Eric had his links at home for defense, so he was there to you know, deny that pylon, make sure it wasn't there any longer.
Now can the other get the 2 more?
Is he gonna get it? Is he gonna get it?
Strike!
Ah!
Strike!
Ah!
Strike! No,
Did he get
he's
it?
not getting it.
Oh, he didn't finish the shade either. He's gonna die.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Mike. That means he also
Wow.
denies the scout, so he doesn't get in.
Yeah, he didn't even get in. Like, he shaded it, but he cancelled it. Like, I guess he was expecting more links there, or maybe he didn't want to risk because there are queens.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
At the same time, we do have a Ling in the main of Paco Mike, so the Stargate did get scouted. Eric did see what was happening. Oh my god, he gets in again. Oh my god.
Yeah, the wall is not secured. It's just running in.
Yeah. He does get a worker, maybe a second. But yeah, again, he gets a full scout
scary.
off. And he could jump in. But yeah, because of that, spores are on the way. You know, there's plenty of queens as well. 1 at each base. You know, he should be
Wait, there are
fine.
props dying. He actually got one.
Yeah.
He actually killed another one.
Wings, man. Pretty good. But again, like, because Eric scattered everything, you should be feeling pretty secure. Could lose an Overlord hero there, maybe, to this Phoenix.
The Oracle just got scared off, so...
It is kind of...
is he gonna lose the Phoenix?
He's not gonna lose the Phoenix. Does get the Overlord though. Unfortunately, the Queens didn't
The
have...
Overlords are so far.
Yeah, unfortunately the Queens didn't have enough energy for a transfuse, so they couldn't save it. But yeah, does ward them off for now. There is also... Was that worth it? Maybe?
No, not really, no. So you have a Templar Archives and War Prism on the way.
Yeah, I imagine that's for Archon drops. I imagine, you know, pretty like old school.
I guess. I haven't seen. I won't say I haven't seen Archon drops for a while, but it's not true. I have seen them like recently, but they're not as popular as they used to be.
They aren't. But it, you know, it's still possible. We could see it. Eric is going for Roaches. You know, he's been... I kind of wanted to see what kind of tech choice he would go for. Like, you could see, like, fast Hydras. But he does go for Roaches, more standard. I think he's going to do pretty well, especially against this opener. Ah, it does get away.
Ah, they chill out.
Yep, and we do have Archons being morphed, so he is going for that drop.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, he's going to deny the third. There's not enough here. The Archons are in the middle of the map.
they're coming back.
Yeah, but they're not going to make it back in time.
No, just the Oracle. Oh.
Yeah, and this delays the drop as well, like
The wall is a wall.
from being across the map.
Yeah.
So the Archons are forced home. It delays the drop. It gives Eric
Yeah,
more
it
time
also
to set up a defense.
Gives Eric time because he saw it.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
knows what it is.
So
But
should be
Storm is
feeling-
coming after all. In charge.
Eric should be feeling pretty comfortable, especially with denying that third. Like he's looking real secure in this game.
These things are still here.
Yeah, he's gonna get the zealots. Wow.
Meanwhile, the drop is coming in.
Oh,
Oh,
he
the
picks up the
Phoenix.
queen.
That's nice.
Yeah. Oh, but the Phoenix is gonna get caught. Maybe.
Nope.
Nope. Just gets away.
This Phoenix is a survivor.
Yeah. At the same time, there are Lings attacking. They get a couple of probes. Again, that third still isn't done. Like, Eric should be getting a fourth any time now. And these things are gonna get the more zealots.
He's just saving the zealots one by one, basically. And there's the fourth.
Yep. He's getting the fourth out. He's got a
And
large,
roaches.
yeah, very large roach force. Storm will finish up, which is nice, but Storm isn't ideal against roaches. They're just gonna push through. There isn't much here at all. There are two Immortals guarding the natural. If Eric went for the third, he'd be fine, but he's just going in. There's no wall.
He's just gonna snipe the Immortals.
Yeah, 3 Immortals is rough.
They're
Maybe he
strong, but not that strong.
Yeah, he does pick one up and save it. But he loses an Archon instead. He's potentially going to lose the Robo facility. And at the same time, the third's being hit by Lings. Or roaches even.
Oh, it's roaches.
Yeah. And he's just losing the natural.
Robo went down. So no more Immortals.
Yeah.
Yep.
GG.
GG.
He just got pulled apart, like getting hit at the natural, getting hit at the third. It was just a rough game all around for Paco Mike. Like, he lost his third as well by Lings. You know, everything got scouted. His Archon drop was delayed.
Yeah, and like on the very beginning, he didn't scout either, right? With the Adept, I think it was. Yeah, there was just a lot of things going wrong.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, Eric takes game number 1 in a pretty convincing fashion. Which is interesting because, like, Eric didn't even look that good against Star Master, like as strong as he did in this game. So it could be like a matchup sort of thing where maybe Eric is more comfortable in ZVP, or maybe Paco Mike struggles more in ZVP.
Yeah, what do you know about these players?
Nothing.
Wow.
Other
Wow.
than, well, I mean,
Wow.
when it comes to their play styles, just what we've seen. Like, I've seen Eric play before, but it would have been years ago now. When it comes to their current form, especially with the latest patch, which just went live like a week or two ago, I'm not too sure how they've adapted and how they've changed their play styles.
Okay. I don't have split attention. There's nothing happening that I'm doing at the same time. Don't mind me.
Here we go. Getting into game number 2. Between these two players. Already up 1 in this series, we have the Red Zerg player playing for Black Knight, the Brazilian team, the Brazilian player. It is Eric. And in the bottom right, we have representing Alpha X and Mexico, it is Paco Mike. Okay. So, what are you feeling, Kuro, about this series, about this game?
It's gonna be literally the same.
It's gonna be the same?
That's what I think. It's gonna be literally the same builds.
Okay,
Nothing's gonna change.
I would hope not. I would hope that, especially after the first game, Paco Mike changes things up. Especially because Eric looked so dominant in that first game. Like, he was in control the entire time.
I mean, yeah, but also a lot of things just went his way. Like a lot of like the links running into the fairway, like the whole Archon drop was delayed and stuff like that. Like, I feel like Paco Mike may want to try to execute it better this time.
I mean, maybe. I feel like that's very bold, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Like, to be like, you know what, last game I'm just gonna do the same thing and just try and improve. Especially against a player like Eric, I don't know, like, I would feel like trying to change his strategies would probably do better. I'm not too sure what kind of strategy. I would say maybe even like a 2-base all in or something like that could work. Yeah, I don't know, because you can't assume that Eric isn't gonna play well, right? Like, you can't assume that he's gonna play poorly.
Yeah, like, maybe your reaction will be different. See, we have a Stargate. So far, so good.
Yeah, same opening.
So far, I'm right.
So far, we have the same opening. Most likely. Oh, well, maybe he'll go Phoenix first instead of Oracle. Like last game, the Oracle didn't really do anything.
Phoenix first last time.
Did he? Okay.
Just Phoenix into Oracle, yes.
Okay.
The Phoenix was killing Overlords when the Oracle was made.
So yeah, we could see the same thing.
Me who's sitting here at 1 AM.
But Eric does get a full scout off. He does go in with slow lings even, and scout the Stargate.
Something I noticed is that, like, Paco Mike is really not scared about, like, making a wall. Like, sure, he has a probe here, which always checks if something's coming, but, like, I would be a bit more afraid, to be honest.
Well, like, the wall is sacrificed for the faster Stargate. Like, typically, you finish this wall with buildings and then you throw down tech, but the wall was incomplete because he went for a faster Stargate. But that kind of gets negated because even though it's faster, it gets scattered by slow links because there was no wall.
Every time the links just run in.
Yeah.
Even when the wall is complete, he often doesn't have any unit in the wall, and just slips units in.
So yeah, Eric should be feeling good. He knows what's coming.
Oh, there are no spores. There's a spore in the main.
Yeah, they're a bit late. There's one in the main.
Okay, now he's making natural.
Yeah, but he does have 3 queens at the natural, so even though there isn't a spore, like, he should be fine, unless Paco Mike suicides his Oracle in, to kill workers. But yeah. And the Oracle's going in, but there's already a spore. He does get a couple of transitioning workers. Yeah.
I mean, that's better than last time.
Yeah, keeps the Oracle alive. It's always nice.
Look, it's a War Prism.
Yeah, he's getting a War Prism. And Roach Warren on the way as well.
Although there is no Templar Archives this time.
Oh, there is a Twilight Council. Which
there
could
is
be,
a Twilight Council.
Yeah, and the Templar Archives goes down. So he's doing the same thing. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for Archon drop.
Okay, I win. Just want to point it out. I win.
I feel like you win if Paco Mike wins.
No. I said they will go for the same builds, and they are.
True. So he is going for the same Archon drop. Hopefully.
Although he's starting with an observer this time.
Yeah.
I don't think he did last.
A big difference is that Eric didn't go for that large like Ling Flood to deny the third. Like instead he is going for faster roaches. So the third will go up from Paco Mike like undisturbed. A big difference though is that Eric is going for a fast infestation pit. That could be for swarm hosts. Again, I don't know what his style is, so could be for infestors or something else. But yeah, it's probably going to be swarm hosts.
By the way, there's no Archon drop, they just walk in. Doesn't even need to be dropped, they just gonna waddle in. Come on.
I mean, it works.
Keep fit.
Like, you got a queen. But he's going to lose his Phoenix for it. I'm not too sure how worth that was.
Now the Archons are on creep cleaning duty.
Oh, he gets the observer.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah. Didn't see that too often. And yep.
Oh my.
There we go.
Oh my.
Swarm hosts on the way. And yeah, this is looking pretty scary for Paco Mike because he doesn't know this is happening. He didn't scout the infestation pit.
He's getting Immortals and Void Rays, so that's gonna help with the roaches a bit, but he doesn't have the army quite yet.
Yeah. He is trying to get Void Rays out. He is working on Storm, but Storm is a long way from finishing. Like, it's not going to be ready for this. And even then, like, I don't know how useful it'll be.
The Swarm Hosts are coming.
Yeah, it looks like...
I mean, Storm is pretty good versus Swarm Hosts, if you see them. And now he sees them.
Yeah, they do get spotted. This is the best case scenario. The Void Rays spot them. He already focuses down one, maybe even two Swarm Hosts. Oh, and he wastes the Locust here as well. So he was trying to go into the main with them, but he just wastes the first round.
Useless for him. And meanwhile, Paco Mike can move out a bit.
Yeah. Like, he could even catch the Swarm Hosts. Like, Eric needs to be careful with them.
Yeah, they're just waddling all over the map.
Yeah.
And the roaches are coming. They're spotted by a Void Ray, so that's helpful.
I just feel like Paco Mike's main army just isn't big enough. Like look at the supply. Like he just doesn't have the army value.
It's actually very tiny, and then like half of it is High Templars, which like they have storms, but
yeah. To be fair,
seems like he's buying a bit of time with Zealous.
Yeah, Eric's army supply is a little bit inflated because of the Swarm Hosts. Like, you know, once they send out their Locusts, like that's it for them. But enough time has passed. You know, they've recharged. They have their Locust ready. Paco Mike, he's pushing out in the middle of the map, but again, I don't think he has enough to do much. At the same time, I think we have the Swarm Host force going on the left side. They do get caught out though. Ooh.
Oh, he got Burrow. Okay, I see how it is.
But they get revealed. And he's gonna get all of them. Well, most of them even. 3 Swarm Hosts go down. The Oracle is focusing them down as well. Roaches do deny a 4th though. And there's another Roach 4th that's going around to hit the 3rd.
Yeah, he's using the fact that Paco Mike is just in the middle of the map.
Yeah.
He's not really doing much. Like, he just stands there in the middle of the map while his bases are undefended.
Yeah, he's trying to posture, he's trying to like do something with his army, but it just isn't big enough. The 3rd is getting hit at the same time. He does clear up the force in the natural. But he gets a High Templar. And maybe even both these Archons. He gets 1.
He's working so much levels.
Yeah, and by now...
But there's another force already coming. Like, as soon as he moves to one base to defend, like, another force is already at his door.
And he gets into the natural, he gets an Immortal as well. He's gonna clear up these Zealots. And he's transitioning he's transitioning into Hydras. And he's gonna get the Robo. Yeah, just getting hit left and right. Paco Mike is getting a 4th though. Like, he does finally get that up. Or he's trying to get that up, I should say.
But this
And-
seems to be the theme of this game. Like Eric is not using like huge forces, but like he's always there. Like, oh, you move away. Like I'm already here.
Yeah. And he is working on lurkers. He's already, because he had that early infestation pit, he's already working on upgrades. There isn't a large enough army here. I feel like Eric could probably chase that army. In saying that, though, those High Templar are like full energy, so he does have a lot of storms banked up for High Templar.
Those two Swarmhorse are still trying to do something. They're trying to be useful. They're trying so hard.
I mean, he's trying. These bird roaches.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah. I feel like he was planning to go into the natural, but once he saw the fourth being made, you know, he's like, you know what, I'm just going to deny this and hurt you even more. There is a large battle happening on the left side of the map though. There are storms going down, but there's no detection. He can't see the lurkers.
Yeah, he's just gonna lose an Archon over this, I think.
Yeah, and lurker range did
okay,
just finish as
fine.
well.
He's still cleaning the roaches in the base, so...
Does clean it up, but again on the left side. Oh, he snipes the observer. Oh god. The lurkers are just doing so much damage. To be fair, like the supplies are pretty even. Like Eric, he just keeps throwing away more and more roaches. To be fair, like it's going well for him. Like he's killing like more and more workers. He's denying the fourth. Like, but at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to this large army, and he still has so many storms.
He just can't use them because of the lurkers.
Yeah,
Oh, a lot of links get caught in a stasis. That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
it's quite a nice stasis.
But it's gonna run out eventually.
Yeah, but there is static defense here. There are zealots.
Ooh, that's nice. Half of the lurkers was marked.
But Eric already working on +3.
And while he's defending, that's one Swarmhorse. What are you doing?
The right side's getting hit. Oh my god, there's so many lurkers here. And the High Templar, they have low energy. They're forced to turn into Archons. Like, he doesn't have any storms. And I don't think he has any detection either. Like, he has a revelation. Oh, okay, no, there is an observer. Yeah, he's gonna be able to clean this up.
Nice.
Yeah, on the left side, he gets cleaned up as well. Like, Haka Mike, he's like
I
pushing forward.
mean... Eric seems to really like burrowed roaches. I have this feeling.
Eric does defend with his lurkers here. He even borrows all his drones so he doesn't lose as many as he would have.
Nice snipe.
Yeah.
But those Hydras will fall so quickly to storms.
He needs to be careful though. There's only enough energy for like maybe 2 more storms. Like the High Templar, they're getting low. And yeah, he can't push in. Like the lurkers just push him back.
I will say that the new lurker upgrade is actually so good. Like the 10 range or whatever it is. It's like I can actually see it in this game.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
like the High Templars really want to storm them, but they can't even get there.
Yeah, yeah. It does come down to like, I don't know, transitioning into Stargate, like air units, or like Tempest, or even like disruptors. Yeah, I don't think these like roach counterattacks on the left side are going to do much, especially because there are so many cannons. But oh, he does find an opening. The army isn't here to defend on the fourth base. And he pushes in.
I notice over and over again that like Paco Mike has all his army in the middle of the map and like he's just posturing for an attack, like going from one side, going to the other side, and meanwhile Eric is just going like all around him.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, he keeps sneaking in the units.
He does get this base though, and these lurkers are exposed. Oh, there's so many more lurkers there. Jesus Christ, he's just going pure lurker.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
This is his unit count actually. 15 lurkers right now. Barely anything else.
Meanwhile, Paco Mike is getting a Dark Shrine, so looking to get DTs, maybe even Blink to harass as well. He does have a full beacon.
Do you know what counters invisible units? More invisible units.
But this is getting scary. I think he's out of storms. Maybe he has one more storm left with his High Templars? Yeah, one, maybe two. But, you know, the longer like he keeps like pushing in and storming, like it can be rough.
He's just getting Archons at this point.
Yeah. Eric's supply is surprisingly low, actually.
Oh, carriers. And at the same time, Nidus.
And the mothership.
I feel like this will have a lot of teleportation to finish this game.
Yeah, yeah.
From both sides.
I mean, I do like this transition. I do like, because there are so many lurkers, like getting into carriers or Tempest, like it's definitely the way to go. Yeah, I feel like Eric just hasn't been trading efficiently recently. And he is going to lose his base maybe. He does save it. But he does, he can jump on this. Like that's it. There's no more storms. All the High Templar are dead. At the same time, the right base for Eric is getting hit by Zealots and the base is getting focused down. Transfuse.
Yes. Yep, down.
Yeah.
And the Nidus is up. With, guess what? Lurkers.
Yeah. There is a stasis ward here though, so he does have to be careful. Oh my god, but there's so much range. He can hit the base from here, I think. Oh, but there's no vision. Oh, never mind.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
The lurkers just AoE down the DTs. At the same time, the carrier is here along with the Void Rays. There are some Vipers, but... Oh, he does pull in the carrier and he focuses it down.
There are actually drones chasing the High Templars. Okay. Now we've seen everything.
He's pushing in. He's getting another Nidus to reinforce this army.
There's also one in the other base. It's Lita in the middle of the probes. Yep, nothing to see here.
Yeah, and even though, again, like, he didn't have vision to detect the buildings, like, the lurkers, because they do AoE, they just go through anyway.
Yeah, and uh-oh. And he did take, like, the Hydras with the lurkers, so he could destroy the mothership.
Yeah.
Pretty sure the mothership went down, right?
I think so.
Yep, it did.
But yeah, things aren't looking so good for Paco Mike this game. Like, there are Niduses on both sides of the map, so Eric can go from one end to the other, denying all of his bases. Paco Mike did do well, like, counterattacking with Zealots. Like, he did kill, like, the upper base, but, you know, despite that, like, it's gonna be rough to deal with all these lurkers.
This probe train is my favorite thing. Referee, go.
Can you count us in?
You're the referee. Fine. No, I can't because I'm an observer. I can't count that. Of course. Yeah, I'm just a spectator, so I can't all chat.
Nice. Honestly, I thought I was just a spectator as well. Oh my god, he does lose all his lurkers though. Wow.
Is it? Oh,
Well,
he still has 7 somewhere.
Yeah, all the lurkers on the
Like
right.
here?
Yeah, on the right side. This left side army though is looking scary. Oh, he does have a lot of full energy High Templar though, so he has a lot of storm banked up.
Yeah, he warped them like for last fight, I think. He
So
does
could-
clean like most of the Nidus worms.
Yeah. So he could still hold on, like, even though he lost his bases, like he's trying to get another one up and running, more in the center of the map. He did kill Eric's other outside base. So the supplies are fairly close. So yeah, like Paco Mike, he can hold on and he's gonna get this base. Like there's nothing here to defend against it.
I mean, they're coming, but they're not coming soon enough.
Yeah, it's too late. Oh my god, with the amount of storms as well, he blankets the entire army. But it may, he still has more storms. He still has 2 more after this as well. And yeah, he can fight the army. The one thing though is he doesn't have vision, so he doesn't have detection, I should say.
Yeah, I think he feedbacked the Viper as well.
Yeah, he did. And look at that, Paco Mike, he takes the supply lead.
That he does.
I will say though that like this is like Eric's opportunity to maybe counterattack and try and deny some of these bases. Like there's no storm. There's one carrier.
There's some.
True. Let's have 2 storms. I think that's it. I think Eric is starved out. Like he doesn't have proper mining happening, so he can't rebuild his army.
I mean, yeah, he has 1 base that's actually mining. Like both Main and Natra are mined out. The third was taken down and never rebuilt. It was not very rich anyway. So it's basically 1 mining base and 1 long distance.
Yeah. So he can do this. Like, sure, like lurkers are coming out, vipers are coming out, but you know, like he's not trading well against Paco Mike's army. Like, I think he stayed on it a little bit too long. Like maybe Eric should have tried transitioning into like Corrupted Broodlord. Like especially because we're 20 minutes into the game, like maybe like 5 minutes ago.
I do think that like the lurkers were working for a while. I was like, yeah, this looks fine, but then like he never like went to the next step.
Yeah.
Which is becoming problematic now. Because Paco Mike is starting to deal with all these lurkers. He's starting to snipe them with storms or whatever else, and Eric has no more responses.
Yeah. Like to be fair, like because of the amount of lurkers he has, he could like just try and be defensive and get another base and slowly work his way up. But the more carriers Paco Mike gets, like the worse it will become for Eric. Oh, he does.
Was the void ray?
Yeah.
That storm caught like nothing.
That was the last storm. Oh no. Okay. He has 2 more High Templar all the way in the back.
There are more coming.
Does
And
get another.
as this thing is happening, there's an army coming from the back. He could have sandwiched it. Just so close. So close.
But it does get spotted, and his Vipers do have enough energy to get the carriers, so he has to be careful. He gets one. He gets the other. He gets both carriers. Oh my god.
Yep.
Wow.
Carriers are down. But in the meantime,
yeah, his whole
there's so
army
many
was pushed out of
spores here,
position.
but there's no air attacking.
Yeah, Bart. Oh, he's gonna lose his base. He doesn't have enough DPS to stop the zealots. And he has more storms left as well.
But from the other side, there's another small army coming.
Yeah, he went there to try and deny a base, but there's nothing there.
Basically, Paco Mike is starting to do what Eric was doing all this time. We're like, oh yeah, I'm attacking you on this side, but actually...
Sort of. Like, Eric is doing a really good job at sniping the high-tech units. Like, he got all the carriers, he got most of the Void Rays, and those were what was scary, especially against lurkers, right? Like, the Air Army. And because of, like, their economic situation, like, Paco Mike, he's not continuing carrier production. Like, he doesn't have anything else in the air.
He was doing it off one Stargate anyway. It's not like, very committed.
Yeah, well, but still, like, that air army is what you want to be going for.
Yeah.
Does need to be careful though.
He's
like
hiding
Eric,
in the bushes.
Yeah, he's trying to push into this, but the lurkers are exposed, and all the zealots just jump on all of them. He's gonna lose almost all of his lurkers. He lost 4.
Yeah, but so does Paco Mike. He's losing most of the army.
At the same time, Eric is getting hit, and he does get the recall off. Eric loses 14, 15 workers. The entire mineral line.
Goes down to zealots.
Well, the main army was there. That's why he recalled.
Yeah. But he just like sniped some stuff and left the zealots there.
Yeah. And without lurkers, Eric can't fight against this.
Ouch. Ropes. Run.
Yeah.
Just run.
Oh, quick, get that High Templar. Get it. You got the High Templar.
Hero High Templar was trying to save the day.
But there's so many storms.
But that once again, like, turns the attention away from Eric's bases.
I think this is it. I think Eric, he's run out of steam. He doesn't have enough money to make army. Like, he can't make more lurkers or anything.
One of his last mining bases was just cleaned out by zealots. There are no drones on there. They're only mining gas. And the Niduses are getting sniped by zealots. Like, the lurkers can't even burrow anymore. Although there was some move command involved here. And some abducts.
Yeah, the storms go down, and that's it. GG. That ties it up, 1-1.
Nice. And this is just the winners' finals.
I feel like Eric was overconfident. Like, he was looking pretty good in the mid game with his like Hydra lurker, but like I think he thought that he could end the game like that. He just stayed with that army composition.
It definitely felt like that. It felt like they were like, he had the lurkers and like he had this huge just cloud of lurkers that was like destroying everything, and it was going well. But then like nothing happened afterwards. Like he just stayed there at that tech and like didn't like progress to anything else. And like Paco Mike just had the chance to catch up to him.
For sure. And here we go, getting into game number 3. It's gonna be on World of Sleepers. So we're gonna see the same thing from Paco Mike?
No.
No?
Because now he won, so now he feels confident, so now he's gonna change it up. That's what I think.
Okay.
I don't know if I will be right this time though. Because last time I was sure, but this time I'm not sure.
Okay. Alright, here we have in the bottom left hand corner of World of Sleepers LE. Losing that last game, but, you know, taking that first game pretty convincingly. We'll see if he can bring it back. It is the Brazilian player, the Brazilian Zerg. It is Eric. And in the top right-hand corner of World of Sleepers, we have the Mexican Protoss representing Alpha X. It is Paco Mike. Paco Mike? Paco Mike? Paco?
I mean, you're the one speaking Spanish here.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I assume it's Paco, like the name. I don't know if that's his actual name. I don't know if his name is Mike. I
It's like his first and second name.
It
Is that
could-
what you're saying?
Yeah, it could be. Could be. I don't know. It's two
Because some
first
people
names.
have second names.
It's two first names put together. It's I don't know. Is Eric's name actually Eric?
That is a very good question. I always wondered that.
Hmm.
Because I actually don't think it is. I think I checked it and I don't think it is, but I don't remember. Don't quote me on that. Once again, the scouting probe, always there.
Yeah, does see that the natural is there. It's, you know, pretty standard. Nothing too crazy. No proxy hatch or anything like that.
So because we're going into exactly the same game again.
No, we don't know that
Yeah.
yet. We don't know that yet. It's too early. Too early to tell.
I mean, you say that, but looks pretty safe to me. Oh, can he deny the third? Can he deny it?
He's gonna pylon block
He
it.
will. Maybe?
There's
Yes?
a link
No?
here though.
I mean, he's trying, but nope.
Eric does get his third down.
Oh, look at that!
Oh.
Look at that! Looks like I was right again. It's different build.
Is it a different build?
I mean, it didn't start with Twilight last time.
It's
He
true.
always started with Stargate.
It's very true. But
See,
just-
see, I'm getting into their heads.
I mean,
There you go.
just like last game though, there is no wall here at the
Oh.
natural.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
the
a
link-
scout attack shrine,
Yep, the link just goes
and those
in.
probes are dying.
Like I said, like for whatever reason, Paco Mike likes going for this like fast tech, but he gets it a little bit too fast. So like, there's no wall, so it just gets scouted straight away.
Yeah. I think he should rethink the design of this build. Like you probably should like stop scouting if you want to go for like DTs and stuff.
Yeah. So he does throw down the DT, the Dark Shrine. He throws down a Robo, so he's probably gonna go Warp Prism. Because it was scouted, I imagine he's just gonna go Archon drop. Like
Yeah, you can just
don't-
use that.
Yeah, you don't have to commit to DT harass. It's an option, but again, because it was scouted, just go Archons. It's fine.
I mean, to be honest, as a Zerg, like Dark Templars can mess you up even if you can see them. Because I remember in my games when DTs just walk in and then you send your Zerglings to fight them and the Zerglings just die. And the DT is still there. You can see it, but you can't do anything about it.
Well, we do have a Roach one on the way, and we do have a bunch of links as well for defense. So Eric should be fine. To be oh, it's getting blink.
Yep.
That's interesting. Okay.
I kind of felt like he's gonna get blinked the moment he made a Stalker very early, because
Yeah.
he wouldn't do that like in previous games. Like he always went for Adepts instead.
I don't know if I like
the
it.
DTs are coming.
Like, Roach Ravager is pretty good, and especially if Eric scouts it, like, he should be fine. Like, he should be able to react accordingly. But yeah, like, there's no Archons. Like, he's going for the DTs.
They're sneaking into the third. There's
Yep.
no links yet.
Immediately gets
Up there they
spotted.
are. Look, do you see that? Links die.
They do. He doesn't
The
get the
queen
transfuse off. He loses
dies.
the
The
queen.
drones die.
Yeah.
And then he just murders Icon there. Darius. But meanwhile,
Oh, he's getting the third though at the same time, and it looks like he's going to be able to get it. He gets a full surround off, and it gets cancelled.
cancel.
Yeah, and he's going to
Good.
get these stalkers as well.
yep, not even shield battery helped those.
Yeah, the DT will be able to clean up, but he's going to lose the pylon. He's going to lose the shield battery as well potentially. Yep, gets it.
Yeah, and the Warp Priest came back as well.
Yeah, I feel like that was a mistake. I feel like that Wolf Prism could be across the map dealing more damage.
Yeah, it won't really help with the Zerglings, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it didn't, right? Like, he was worried that the Zerglings would deal even more damage, but he was fine. I will say, though, that Eric, it looks like he's been skipping out on drones. Like, they have pretty equal drone count, which isn't ideal.
He's also going for Spire.
Yeah, and he's committing with this DT harass. It does need to be careful though.
Feels like Eric is going for a bit of everything build. He has a Banningness, he has Spire, he has Roaches.
Yeah.
Like,
Ling
yeah,
Bane.
let's add a bit of everything.
Lingbane Hydra, Lingbane Roach Hydra. Hydra? Sorry,
Lingbane
Lingbane Roach
Hydra.
Muta.
Wait,
Muta.
Lingbane Roach Hydra Muta?
No, Muta, not Hydra. That's my mistake.
Okay. Lingbane Roach Muta.
I like it
Okay.
though, especially if the Spire wasn't scattered. Like the Mutas can deal a lot of damage. Like they can go in, they can snipe sentries, they can snipe immortals, they can snipe probes. Like it's a little bit ballsy, like because he's got blink stalkers. But I don't think Eric knows that. Like I don't know if Eric put 2 and 2 together.
I'm not sure if he saw that. Robotic Space on the way, so I guess we're
Oh.
gonna see some stuff as well.
Yeah, some disruptors or Colossus.
Most likely. I would assume Disruptors actually.
But this push is really strong. Like there isn't that much. Like I don't think there's that much Roach Ling.
There's a bit.
Yeah, there is
But
a bit.
Archons are a good buffer.
Force fields are pretty good too.
The hallucinated Colossus is just everything.
Yeah, he does get through. He will be able to get all the sentries there. And with all the sentries gone, he can get into the immortals. Oh, they do get picked up.
Oh, the micro. No, he loses an Immortal.
He loses both.
He loses both of them.
Yeah.
Wasn't the best fight.
Yeah, and just like that, Pocket Mike loses his main army, he loses all the Immortals, he loses all the Archons, all the high-tech units.
Look, it's a Disruptor.
Yeah,
I'm
he's-
right again. I just want to point out, I typically don't cast, so I don't have the caster curse, okay? I'm so good at this.
I mean, I said disruptors.
I said Disruptors first, okay? I said it will be probably Disruptors. You said it's Disruptor or Colossus.
Yeah, I covered my bases.
Yeah, look at it. Come on, shoot.
He needs to be careful. Like he is kind of exposed.
Didn't
Those things
notice.
could surround them. Yeah, I don't think Eric has enough actually. To be honest.
I mean, I would say a lot depends on control in this situation. Because StarCraft can die very easily, and so can Eric's army. Like that.
Yeah, and he loses a big chunk of his Lingbane. And with that, he's forced away. I'm surprised he hasn't done anything with the Spire yet. Like, I feel like, again, a Muta switch, and he just jumps
He's
on
getting
the...
upgrades.
Yeah, like, if he did a Muta switch and he jumped on top of the Disruptors, like, he could just A-move. But it's hard, though, especially because there are so many Stalkers.
Yeah. I guess he's gonna do like a switch like later on, like once he has all the upgrades and resources for that.
Maybe. I mean,
But it may be too late.
yeah, I don't think that's on his
Though
mind
that's
right now.
sad. Oh,
Like, I feel like he he's probably getting ready to Muta switch after he deals with the Stalker army. I don't think it'd be good to do it now.
I guess so.
More DT harass.
No, that's actually Zealots.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, here come the mutas.
There we go. 14 mutas on the way. Doesn't need to
And we have
cover the...
2 Archons and like endless Stalkers.
Yeah, those
This make it
Archons.
It's
It's gonna be on Eric to try and like maneuver the mutas and try and like snipe the disruptors that are in the back line.
Yeah, that's probably what he's going for. Yeah, look, the mutas are going around.
Yeah,
Or maybe he even goes for like base cars in the meantime.
He could.
Even.
He could.
Yeah, he's going to the base.
Yeah.
But in the same time, oh boy, that was a lot of explosions.
Oh my god, he needs to be so careful.
Only one.
Yeah, I'm worried about Eric, to be honest. Like, his ground army isn't going to do well against this Stalker Disruptor force. And there we go. He's pushing into the bottom base.
Oh, I think he actually damaged his disruptor.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like 37 probes go down. Like those mutas just clean the Mineral Alliance and don't even care.
Mm.
Like Pacomike was paying too much attention to the attack and like kind of forget to defend his bases. Like
Yeah.
he blinked the Stalkers to chase the mutas, but like he never attacked.
Yeah, I mean, he tried warping in Stalkers, but there were just too many mutas. Like, ideally, you'd have Archons instead at home. Like, they would have fared a lot better. And yeah, he lost over 30 workers. But to be fair, he isn't that far down in supply, like in army, in worker supply. Oh, but the mutas coming back in. And this is just keeping Pacomike at home, like busy at home, you know? In saying
the
that...
Benix actually rolled in.
Yeah, and he is trying to push out on the map, which I think is the right call. I feel like...
Oh, he cancelled the hatch, nice.
Yeah, I feel like this force is strong. Oh my god, but he gets a Cyber Core. That means he can't warp in any more Stalkers.
Yep.
And at the same time, the bottom base is being hit, and I think... Yeah, Pacomike, he decided to go home. He's not pushing in anymore. And
yeah, he's coming home to defend.
yeah, and I feel like it's too late.
I'm not entirely sure it's a good idea. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he can clean the mutas probably eventually because he has to chase them around, and that's like really problematic. But like, by the time he does that, like Eric is gonna have like his economy built up. He's making more bases. And,
Yeah.
and he's losing a lot of probes, like a lot of probes.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, Pacomike, he made the decision to push out across the map and deny the base when the mutas were attacking. And I feel like that should have been his cue to just go all in and try and finish the game, like try and kill Eric. But instead, coming back home, like, he just like wasted his opportunity and he didn't even stop the mutas. Like, they're still going.
Yeah, they just keep running away to the next base.
Yeah.
So it does look like he denied Eric's base at the top, at the north, but the warp is going.
He missed.
It's not going down. Excuse me, it's not going down.
Yeah.
I think Muta's got it.
I mean, it will still come down to the big fight, especially because of all the disruptors and all the Archons. Like, his army is pretty well, like, it's pretty strong. But it will come down to the disruptor hits. Again, like, I hope he does. He better not, like, go home. Like just go. Just push. Oh my god.
That's a big hit.
Yeah, he does get a lot of the banelings. But they get in and GG.
GG.
See, like, I would have liked it if Paco Mike did that like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I actually do feel that like he should have committed more in this case because like, yeah, sure you like saving your base, but like you can't really kill the mutas in time anyway, so might as well just commit to the attack.
For sure. So we got confirmation in chat. Paco Mike is Francesco Miguel. Miguel?
Is Francesco Paco? It's a different name, right?
It's a completely different name, yes.
Okay, good. I'm not crazy yet.
Completely different. God damn it. Why?
I mean, Miguel is close to Mike, right?
Not at all, no.
It says with the same letter, it's okay.
God damn it.
What about Eric, though? What about Eric? I'm actually gonna look it up. I'm looking it up right now. No, Eric's name is Eric, actually. Eric Braga Bermelo. What do you want to play as your real name? Like as your ID?
I mean, that's what a lot of Korean players do, right?
Yeah, I know, but like, how would you feel if you played, like, if your ID was your actual name?
I feel like I would have to have a pretty good name.
I mean... Actually, is like Jaedong a popular name? Like, I have no idea. Like, what is the popularity of names in Korea?
Well, there's like Jaedong.
I know
there's
that.
like
I know
MC.
that Junho is very popular. Junho seems popular.
Yeah. There's
think.
MC with Minchul, right?
Oh yeah.
There's,
I'm sure it's actually popular. I think.
What else is there? I mean, in general, it's different because in Korea, a lot of the casters refer to players as their actual names, not as their IDs, right?
Yeah.
Who else? Is Jon Snow's name John? Yeah.
Let me check that. I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure it's not, but I can check. It's Jarrod.
God damn it, Jon Snow.
Who else do we know that uses their name?